What's the story, everyone? Welcome back to Cooleen Media. It is a live watch-along for Kerry versus Mayo in the 2026 All-Ireland Football Final. It is finally here, the All-Ireland Football Championship Final, after, so much that's happened, obviously, across the championship. It is myself and Matthew Hurley that will be doing the live watch-along. Liam is at the game, so he is in Croke Park. We do have a few videos to show from himself at the game and everything else. And then Seamus had the best idea as a Dublin fan as well. He got the first plane out of the country as far as you can go, and he's actually in Indonesia and Bali as well. So fair play to him for having the right idea, for foreseeing that it will be Kerry versus Mayo in an All-Ireland final. But here we go, Matthew. Today's the day. The final's here. Kerry versus Mayo. What are we thinking?
Hopefully it won't be as comprehensive as last week. Obviously Limerick were absolutely miles ahead. The feeling going into this is Kerry will just have way too much for Mayo in this game. I hope I'm absolutely wrong on this, because I've seen a few TikTok videos. I've seen Carl Mullen, the comedian's video on his dog going for treats, and he went for the Mayo Bowl. And then I think it was a pigeon I seen on TikTok as well. Has never been wrong in the last 5 years for All-Ireland finals, and that pigeon picked Mayo as well. So hopefully the omens would go for Mayo to win the All-Ireland. Obviously you won't want either of them to win Ireland because of Dublin's rivalry with both counties. I'm firmly for Mayo, and surely everybody would understand that, because I'm a Cork man. I don't particularly want Kerry to win back-to-back, especially under Jack O'Connor as well, because he's never done it before, and we always want that stat to keep intact. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game. But in terms of the team news, I'm sure we'll get onto it in just a sec. But yeah, there's a lot of switches happening between both teams as well.
Absolutely, yeah, and brought to you as well by ATAC Sports. So do make sure to check them out when you get a chance. Apologies about the slight delay as well at the start. My audio just wasn't working at all for whatever reason there, but we did get there eventually. A few comments coming in. Cool Kid says, "Come on, Kerry." Ryan saying, "Hey lads, the day we've been waiting for all year is here." Ryan says Jeremy O'Connor won't feature today. Yeah, we will get on to some team news and everything else that comes with it. Ryan says the Master versus the Apprentice in terms of Jack O'Connor going up against Andy Moore. Brendan says the Apprentice is leaving after today. Yeah, there you go. Rian says here, "Come on." Kerry Senan says continue to curse, and Sean says watching in Luton. Come on, Mayo. Colm says here asteroid for Sam. Yeah, I get what you mean there, to be fair. I think there's that graphic or that image, that kind of meme of like, I hope both teams lose. Like I would be along with that, but to be fair, like I think if it was Kerry Mead, I'd 100%, like I don't know what I'd do. But with Mayo, I can get behind it a little bit, because you know what, Mayo, they haven't won it in so long. They've come so close, and I know we broke their hearts on numerous occasions. You know what? Like for a common good, Dublin and Mayo fans coming together today, I think for Mayo to do it. At the same time, if they lost, I wouldn't be disappointed now either. But I would certainly be a lot happier if Mayo won than Kerry.
Yeah, I'd be much happier if Mayo won, to be fair. And to be fair, like from my point of view, like even in 2023, I don't know, did Cork fans go after me or against me on this, but I was showing for Dublin over Kerry in 2023. Some people might have said I was mad because Dublin would claim themselves as being the captain, which they are the captain, to be fair. But look, it's just a rivalry that we have with Kerry, and especially with our footballers improving this year. The last thing we want is Kerry winning the All-Ireland. It's as simple as that. So yeah, look, at the same time, Mayo did beat us in the quarter-final, and I said it was a missed opportunity and everything like that as well. But then again, 75 years, I would not begrudge Mayo if they went on and won it. Look, a lot of talk about the course even this week. I'm not sure, is this accurate, Aaron? Has all the team passed away?
I believe so, yeah. From what I've heard anyway, yeah.
So, geez,
I don't know. Does that include substitutes? I don't know if that...
I'm actually not sure what the course actually entails, obviously. Was there a document for that? But look, we'll see if Mayo do finally end their drought today. And as well as that, Kobe going down to AFL, wouldn't it be absolutely brilliant if he went on and won the All-Ireland in his one and only season on the island? Well, it might not be his only season, we'll have to see, but yeah, it'd be some story.
Yeah, Peter was saying here, missed your preview on Thursday. Was that the off the ball preview going for Kerry by 8? Yeah, that probably is the consensus, I think, for most people to be backing Kerry to go and win it. We're going to have a look at as well here, just in terms of some team news as well. Now, there has been some changes to this team, or we believe there will be some changes. I don't think anything has been officially
confirmed. Yeah, it has been confirmed, Aaron.
Has been confirmed, yeah?
Yeah.
So what changes are we looking at?
So the number 12 position, as you can see there, Thomas Sullivan has come in wearing number 25, and Dermot O'Connor has dropped out, another injury for him. Obviously, best of luck in his recovery. And Killian Trant has been named on the bench. He's been named as the first player on the bench because he's actually going to wear the number 12 jersey. So that is the Kerry team. Thomas Sullivan, well, we don't know the positions yet. Yeah. Will Graham O'Sullivan go to wing forward? Will Thomas Sullivan stay there? Be interesting.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because Tom O'Sullivan is a very good attacking player. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen him play that far up before. So you would imagine there's a shift there somewhere. But like when you look at that starting team, like you've got 7, you've got probably 8 defenders, and then you've got like 1, 2, 3 midfielders. Like it's like for a Kerry team, it is quite conservative if we're being honest. Like.
It is, and does this ring deja vu back to the Cork game in 2020 when they played Ronan Buckley and Brian Buckley at wing forwards that day? No, this isn't to the same extent because they were going to play Dermot O'Connor and he unfortunately picked up an injury. But like, who would you bring in instead of Dermot O'Connor? But then again, there's a lot of options on that bench. Like you've Micheál Burns there, you've Killian Spillane, you've Keith Evans who has had a decent season, to be fair to him. So. Is it shocking that they haven't come in? But at the same time, Thomas Sullivan has shown his attacking exploits for Dingle all throughout the season as well, early on in the campaign. So look, I can see why Tom has been brought in, but it'll be just interesting to see where exactly they're going to play because Graham O'Sullivan's played wing forward before. He's laid on a lot of assists before as well. But as you say, it's like Tom is well capable of playing up at the forwards. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see that kind of dynamic there.
Yeah, like it is interesting. Like I would have thought Paul Gainey would have been. Now I don't know how fit Paul Gainey is. Maybe it's a bit of an injury, but I thought he would have been a great option to come in, and then maybe you move Paddy Clifford further back. But like when you think about it as well, like Paddy Clifford probably will move further back. Maybe Sean O'Shea will move up into 13. But like when you think about it there as well, like when you look at that Kerry side, like there's probably only like 2 full forwards really. Do you know what I mean? Like Paddy usually plays back. Sean O'Shea plays back a little bit as well. So it is quite interesting in regards to that. In terms of the Mayo side, so there have been a few changes here as well. Matthew, if you want to discuss them.
So Stephen Cohen's been ruled out through injury. That's very unfortunate for Mayo because he was obviously a great kind of utility player for them. Dermot O'Connor, the Mayo Dermot O'Connor has come in at wing forward wearing number 24, and the other change is self-explanatory. Paul Towie, he's come in for Conor Loftus in the last 2 games against Cork and Louth, so he does so again. That was self-explanatory even during the week. But Dermot O'Connor for Stephen Cohen, obviously a more attacking option than Stephen Cohen at wing forward, but then again, Cohen's going to be a big loss for Mayo in this game.
100%, yeah. Like I think Cohen was almost like the unsung hero a little bit for Mayo. Like he was the man who was like, I think defensively as well. Like he was such a great outlet in terms of kickouts, breaking balls, and everything else. And I do like I've seen Stephen Cohen definitely getting a good bit of praise. I think he was getting a bit of praise. I think on I can't even remember the podcast, but I was listening to one during the week. Might have been GA Plus. So he was kind of getting a shout out there as well. Like, and he does seem to be getting his flowers this season. So it definitely is a big loss. There's no getting away from that. But yeah, going through some other comments here. Liam says, howdy lads, big day, mainly Mayo around us on the Hogan Davin stand. Big blows already to team news for both. Hoping for a classic. Brennan says Graham O'Connor is also very good at collecting the breaking ball too. Ryan says, Ryan says John McGonigal wearing 10 on the Mayo bench. And Peter says here, give your score predictions and what you think Hobie and Clifford will score. I think my prediction I gave during the week was Kerry 220, Mayo 22 points. Kerry haven't conceded a goal in any knockout game. Even last year as well, they weren't conceding too many goals. And although Mayo scored 3 goals versus Louth, they actually haven't been scoring a huge amount of goals either. I think they've scored 6 goals in the championship so far, which you might be surprised by considering how like goal hungry they've actually looked at times. So I think Mayo's big threat is probably going to be 2-pointers, to be honest. Like they're the king of the 2-pointers, really. I think Colby will be dropping back. I think you'll see O'Donoghue dropping back a little bit as well. But I think overall, like Mayo defense, I do worry for that Mayo defense in terms of how they're going to keep David Clifford out, how they're going to keep some of them attacking players out. Like, yeah, so I've gone for Kerry to win by 4. I could easily see it being more, to be honest with you. But I also wouldn't be surprised me if it was a little bit closer. But what are you going with, Matthew?
Yeah, I obviously Kerry will win the All-Ireland since the Armagh victory. Basically because obviously Donegal went out, Armagh went out as well. This has been an All-Ireland really laid out for Kerry from the word go, to be honest. So I'm going to say Kerry will win the game in the end. I think it'll be about, I hope it's under 10 points. I hope really it has under 10 points, or Mayo just sneak it. But no, I can't see it. I think Kerry could actually run away with this quite easily, to be honest. It has kind of the sense about this in many ways. Look, Mayo have done well to get here, but I just feel like they'll have too much to do, especially with Cohen being out. That's a massive loss. Yeah, I'm going to say Kerry will win this by, I'm going to say 11. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, Pierre says Clifford 1-7, Kobe 5 points. Yeah, I could see something like that. Like, it wouldn't actually surprise me if Kobe, like, in the end didn't actually score that much, because I think Kerry would have done so much work on him in terms of like limiting his output. Michael says Mayo to score goals. So hopefully, I do hope, you know, I would like to see Mayo do it. So hopefully they do, in fairness. Ryan says Mayo 119, Kerry 321. Mayo's defensive woes maybe coming back to haunt them there. Porrick says Kerry will win as well. We do have some videos from Liam as well, just in terms of how he's getting on at the game and some of the atmosphere and everything else. So we'll have So yeah, that was taken a little bit. I think he sent that in about an hour ago or so, as the fans flooding in. Definitely, even from looking at it on RTE here as well, definitely looks like more Mayo supporters than Kerry supporters, which you probably would expect, to be fair. And this was a video of the Galway Jubilee team as well, so we'll have a look.
Football champions. They made history by becoming the first country to win the football championships in the Black Door. It was their second All-Ireland title and third final in 4 years of the great John Mahoney. After an 88 to Roscommon and Connacht, they took the long road to Croke Park, beating Wicklow, Armagh, Cork, Roscommon and Kerry. In the final, they rode to victory with one of the most impressive wins of all time, beating Meath, who themselves had inflicted a record defeat over Kerry.
Yeah, so you'll see there the Galway Jubilee team of 2001 coming onto the field and getting their recognition and everything else that goes with it. It was funny. I took a bit of stick maybe on Twitter yesterday for saying that when they beat Meath in 2001 final, it was a bit of a surprise or a bit of a shock. I mean, to be fair, like, they've beaten a Meath side that had beaten Kerry very comfortably in the semi-final. I think that Meath had beaten Kerry by 15 points or something of that nature. And it is worth mentioning as well, not saying it was a seismic shock around like that. It was just a bit of a surprise. But in fairness, like, even when I was doing something for like TikTok yesterday and I was looking into it, and I was actually thinking there haven't really been that many big surprise All-Ireland wins, actually, when you kind of look at it in football. If Mayo were to win today, is it the greatest shock of all time in terms of All-Ireland football finals?
Probably. Like, the last big shock that I can remember, well, ironically enough, I think it was 2021 when Mayo lost to Tyrone. I thought it was a shock.
Yeah, that probably was a bit of a surprise, yeah.
It was, because Tyrone were pretty, I would say, average going to the final. No one expected them to be there. Mayo beat Dublin, a Dublin team that just won the 6 in a row. You would have expected Mayo, despite the curse and everything like that, to win over Tyrone that year. Other than that, I'd even go back to 2011, Aaron, to be honest. Dublin and Kerry.
Yeah. Like, I didn't mention that because, to be honest with you, I thought a lot of people would go a bit mad calling Dublin winning All-Ireland the shock. But like, at the time, it definitely was, because we were absolutely hammered by Kerry in 09. We hadn't won it in 16 years as well. And I remember Kerry were very confident going into it. But yeah, that definitely was a surprise. Brendan was saying here 1982 was the biggest shock of all time. Yeah, I would have said it was the biggest shock of all time. Now, a lot of people were correcting me saying that Offaly did actually have a very good side back then. Now, obviously, I wasn't. I know I look old, but wasn't around back then, in fairness. So you can only kind of go back at what was said and what was read. But yeah, like that probably does stand out. Just the way they did it as well, like with the late goal, that probably is the biggest one you'd imagine.
Oh, I'd say so. Yeah, even look at the clips of Seamus Darby's goal. Like that just had seismic shock written all over it. And to be fair, I think Offaly reached the All-Ireland, or they played Kerry in one of the latter stage games the year before in 1981. Because I was watching a documentary, prayer. I think Players of the Faithful. It was an absolute brilliant documentary on RT. I don't know is it still available on the RT player, but that was about the Offaly team and how they went up to the top of the mountain and things like that as well. Like Matt Connor was a superb player back then. Obviously wasn't around back then, so I wouldn't have watched it. But from hearing the stories, Matt Connor was an exceptional player. Brendan Lowry, who's Shane Lowry's dad, actually had an absolute excellent campaign that year as well. Seamus Darby was the goal scoring hero, but he was the guy to come off the bench. But like when you score that sort of a moment, you remember it in a way, despite the fact you were substitutes, kind of like Shane O'Donnell in 2013. But yeah, that Offaly team, from hearing the stories and everything like that, and considering they got close to Kerry in previous seasons, was that a seismic shock? Maybe not. Like, then again, Mayo Division 1 this year, so is that a shock? But then again, they got hammered by Roscommon this year. They haven't been, I would say, putting up trees. I would say against Tyrone, they were in a pretty dour enough game in Oma. They won that game. Then against Meath, they got over the line with Meath getting a red card. Cork absolutely kicked it away in the quarterfinal. Okay, against Louth were absolutely exceptional. But I don't think Mayo have done exceptionally well in this championship. So I would argue it probably will be the biggest shock in All-Ireland final history if they do get over the line today. But we'll have to see. Yeah,
look, and I know there probably was plenty of shocks maybe back in the early 1900s or the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, or anything of that nature. But obviously, yeah, it's hard to kind of know. Like, back then it seemed like a bit of a free for all, really, in terms of multiple different teams winning the All-Ireland back then. Cricket fan was saying here, what channel will this game be on? Will be on RTE. I believe it's on BBC as well. And yeah, once the game does start, we'll get the score up on the screen and we will update everyone as it does go along. Brendan says Offaly did have a good team, but that was one of the greatest team Kerry ever had going for 5 in a row. That's the thing as well. It's like it wasn't like Offaly just beat any team. Do you know what I mean, or anything? Like it was. It was a 5 in a row Kerry side. It would have been the equivalent, maybe, like if Kerry had won in 19. Look, maybe it wouldn't have been as a shock as the 82 one, but it definitely would have been a big surprise if Kerry had have got over the line in that 19 drawn game. But there we go. Ryan was saying here, so sad to hear the death of Stephen Gallagher. May he rest in peace. Yeah, absolutely. We found that news out while we were live last Thursday, unfortunately. So yeah, it was just it was shocking to hear that.
Absolutely. Obviously, you couldn't put a tribute together because obviously hearing the news live, I was in complete shock. I think you and Seamus were as well, and obviously Mick Foley knew the news probably before then, before the news actually broke on Wednesday evening or Thursday evening, should I say. An absolute gentleman. I had the privilege of welcoming on my own podcast, the Gaelic Statsman podcast, for 3 episodes, including an All-Ireland, as point as this is, an All-Ireland final preview for Galway Armagh in 2024. Absolutely brilliant, analytical brain. Stephen, brilliant footballer. Plenty of appearances for Monaghan as well. 2 Ulster titles won as well. Probably one of the most unsung heroes in that Monaghan team. People talk about Conor McManus, Rory Begg and all them. They were exceptional players, but Stephen was a constant, an absolute brilliant player. Brilliant person as well. Great guy to get to know. I welcomed on to the Southern Star podcast as well to preview a Cork and Monaghan Division 2 game last year as well. Absolutely an absolute gentleman, as I said before. Obviously, the idea for the Gaelic tactics board as well has been used up and down the country by many teams, most likely many by teams today in Kerry and Mayo. I wouldn't be surprised if they use Stephen's tactics board. An absolute gentleman, brilliant footballer. May he rest in peace. Condolences to all of Monaghan G. Carp across Emmets. His family, his friends. It's just a tragic loss. And yeah, it hit me. I don't know, was this kind of evident already? It kind of hit me very, very hard because I'm obviously inviting the guy on podcasts and everything like that. And it's 41 is too young to pass. And hopefully, I'm hoping today there will be a minute's silence for Stephen because he was an absolute gentleman, absolute brilliant footballer as well. I don't know, will there be today? But yeah, regardless, may Stephen rest in peace and Ariesh take a rip on him. And condolences again to his family, friends, and all of Monaghan G.
Yeah, absolutely. Same here. Yeah, rest in peace. I didn't know him personally or anything like that. I didn't have him on any of my shows, but I remember seeing him on yours and everything else. And yeah, it's just a massive shock to hear that news. Just seeing here the president getting the walk around on the red carpet here with both the Kerry and the Mayo players as well. You've got Jarlath Burns, who's there as well. So very interesting. Obviously at this time of an All-Ireland final. Brendan was saying here, did it ever get boring being an All-Ireland final? It's just been asked this so many times this week. I think it's like, do you know what? As a Dublin fan, I'd say the only two All-Ireland finals where it didn't really, like 2020 was just a really weird one. Like it was, that was a strange, even when we won it as well, it just felt like we'd won another game. 2018 as well was a weird final as well. Like we just kind of comfortably won that. But with all the other ones, like the rivalries with Mayo, with Kerry, like you're on the edge of your feet every stage when it came to them, in my opinion. But yeah, just going into the next couple of minutes and everything else, maybe in terms of how this game starts, like obviously we know how good Kerry are, but in your opinion, what do Mayo need to do in these opening like 5 or 10 minutes to give themselves the best possible chance of winning this game?
Have the mix of playing with that freedom that they have done all throughout the season, and as well as that, I would say don't concede goals. This has been pretty documented by yourself, obviously, and also a few others as well. I've seen on Twitter, John Fogarty put up a tweet as well about it. Mayo cannot, I think this is easier said than done, obviously, but they cannot concede goals early, especially with Kerry not conceding a goal in their last 4 games. Like, of course, against Donegal, they were wide open with the Kieran Moore and Shane Malone goals. But every other goal, the Clare goal, I think they were just taking their foot off the gas. The Cork goal for Brian O'Driscoll was an absolute wonder goal in Killarney. Kerry do not concede soft goals. Like, Mayo would need something special to break the back of the net today. Obviously, they do with the full forward line, not just Kobe, but I think Ryan O'Donoghue's been one of the most underrated players in the championship so far this year. Dara Byrne's been exceptional as well. If they need those guys in form as well. And see, obviously, the average stats as well. Kerry averaged a win rate on their kickouts of 75% of their own kickouts, Mayo 62%. 13%, it might not be a big figure in many other terms, but that's huge in terms of winning your own kickouts. Like, Mayo have to do better on that. They weren't necessarily good against Louth, I would say, in the first half. Like, Darragh MacDonald was cleaning them up on kickouts, but Kerry, they've used their kickouts as a platform this year. They've improved that fourfold. Mayo need a strategic plan, and of course they could do that. Like, you've seen it in the hurling last year with Cork and Tip. Tip counteracted Cork's long ball game by implementing a sweeper. Now, I watched the RT pundits before going on live here as well, and they were saying we don't know what way Mayo are going to plan out, what way they're going to line out, and what way they're going to use their tactics or whatever. They have to counteract the plan to stop the Kerry kickouts, and they have to counteract the plan to, I would say, concede as less goals as possible in this game. If they concede 1, it's grand enough. If they concede 2, if they concede 3, it's a disaster. But we'll see how it all plays out. But not to concede any goals, go after the Kerry kickouts, and have a strategic plan up their sleeve. I know Andy Moran is a very analytical guy, so hopefully he will have a plan up his sleeve if Mayo are to win this game.
Absolutely, yeah. Porrick says Kerry will have the 4 inside of them. Kevin says with the exception of their goalkeeper, Mayo look rather like the Lily Whites for today's final. Yeah, it is a little bit unusual seeing them in white, but it is kind of cool at the same time as well, it must be said. Brendan says, I'll always think of 2006 was a 3-4 or something in the first 10 to 12 minutes here. He's hoping for something similar. Yeah, there's like they've conceded so many sloppy early goals. Like 2012, they conceded 2 early goals. 2020 they conceded a goal after 15 seconds. They conceded the early goal to Con in 17 as well. Like so, there's been a lot of early goals that have happened. But yeah, just looking at both sides doing the parade and everything else, like as a supporter, like especially when you support either team that are in an All-Ireland final, like when you see your team doing the parade, I remember in 2023, 2011 as well, like there's nothing quite like it. I think, I mean, for the players, it's obviously we can't speak as how it feels as a player, but like for supporters, like these moments, like there's nothing quite like it really, is there?
No, there isn't. Obviously, as a Cork fan, watching Gaelic games, I've only seen 2 All-Ireland finals when we have been there in 2009 and 2010. Obviously, 2009 was a bitter start, obviously, with the Tyson Kennelly challenge and Nicholas Murphy. That was like, less said about that, the better. And 2010 probably wasn't a great final, but in terms of, I would say, going down right to the wire, we were behind the half time, and even obviously, as you mentioned, the parade at the start of it, like it just does store up memories and all that as well. And obviously, the moments on the pitch afterwards when the players do win the All-Ireland, it's absolutely brilliant to see as well. So obviously, that's a long time ago. That's 16 years ago now. But yeah, hopefully we will be back there pretty soon. But for these 2 counties today, it's brilliant. And even for Kobe, like going down to AFL, it will be a brilliant experience for him. But to experience this, I'm sure he's absolutely delighted to see this as well. Like a few of the Mayo players haven't experienced this at all. Like I think out of the Mayo starting 15, I have to look at the Mayo starting 15. I think only a handful of them have actually played in 2021 as well. So it'll be a new experience for them. I think it's only Dermot O'Connor, Ryan O'Donoghue, and I think Jordan Flynn maybe, and then maybe Enda Hessian, but I think that's it, Aaron. So It's a new experience for Mayo in this game as well. So yeah, it's brilliant for them. It's a brilliant experience as well. So yeah, hopefully they do enjoy themselves and express themselves a small bit.
100%. Mikey says, hey, look, if you can't win it in green and red, find another way. Absolutely. And look, the last time they did win it, they did wear white. So there is kind of an omen there. We'll get the score up on the screen because we will just be about to throw in and everything else that goes with it. And yeah, huge excitement now, tension building and everything else, I think, for both sets of supporters. And just reminding people of some of the late changes, even again, very quickly. So looking at it here from a Kerry perspective, Tom O'Sullivan has come in for Jeremy O'Connor, who unfortunately has been injured, and Killian Trant has come in there. Mayo have made a couple of late changes as well, with the Mayo version of Jeremy O'Connor coming in, and Paul Towie obviously coming in. Stephen Cohen injured, Conor Loftus out for Paul Towie as well there. So yeah, here we go then.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm delighted actually. There was a minute silence for Stephen Gallagher there, which is fair play. GA, so for that. And just on a side note, no Dar Maloney on commentary this year. It's Marty Morrissey.
Yeah, seeing Marty Morrissey on both finals. Yeah, no Jared Canning either for one of the finals, which is a little bit unusual.
Well, he hasn't commentated on the finals since when? 21, I would say.
21. Yeah. Thought maybe they might. I think because obviously Darren Maloney's he was flat out with the World Cup, wasn't he? So I don't know, maybe if they're just giving him a break, maybe he's on his holidays or something.
Maybe so, yeah. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see Barty on commentary now for this game. But yeah, we're almost ready to go now.
100%, yeah. Whereabouts? What kind of seconds are you? I think I'm a little bit behind you. I think the national anthem is just finishing up for me.
The national anthem is finishing up for me on the RT player now, but I'm watching on the TV here as well, and it's on Jack O'Connor.
There we go. Big game for Martin McNally as well. Like I just hope there's no, like, I feel like every game in football this year have had big decisions and everything else. And McNally, to be fair, like he refed the Dublin Donegal game. I thought like he got a good couple of decisions wrong in that game, in my opinion. Look, you hope he gets it right today, because I don't know. I feel like there's been I feel like refereeing decisions have absorbed the championship this year. I just hope it doesn't take up the final.
Yeah, exactly. No, but we're underway now, so
yeah, here we go. Mayo winning the throw-in as well. It's always good to set a marker. They've already exceeded the 2020 final anyway and not conceding a goal.
17, 19, 20 seconds gone and no goal.
Yeah. So that's something at least. Tara Byrne pushed out over the sideline. See, that's going to be the issue. Like with the, like, aside from O'Donoghue, like that, Dara Byrne and Colby, obviously two young lads. Like it's natural when you're only 19, 20 that you're not as big as lads in their mid-20s or late 20s, and that's probably the problem. Is like Kerry are definitely probably going to have that physical edge, maybe in terms of defense.
Yeah, definitely so. Like Kerry are keeping the ball for a long time now. I wonder, will they try to tire Mayo out?
Yeah. Brendan says here, Kerry by 5. Dylan Gainey, man of the match. Brendan says, history either way today. Kerry won 40 at All-Ireland, and Jack's first back-to-back, or Mayo win the first in 75 years. Yeah, like as a Dublin fan, it's not great seeing that, but yeah, I think Mayo winning the first in 75, I think would be fine by me. Kerry finding a bit of space, and there's the opening score of the game there. Good point. Was that Evan Looney, I think, who scored?
Was it Dylan Casey?
Oh, Dylan Casey, yeah. Sorry.
So a good start for Kerry there.
Yeah, getting the opening score. Like, it is going to be interesting with Mayo, because they haven't, like, obviously they were behind against Meath, but if they go 4 or 5 points down, just considering it's a final as well, like if their heads were to drop or anything like that, and it could get ugly, it will just be interesting to see their response. But yeah, Kerry winning the Mayo kick out there as well, which is good to see. Here goes David Clifford. Good dispossession there by Mayo.
Yeah. Oh, David
instantly giving it away. Wow. Few mistakes in the opening couple of minutes, like both teams kind of bit of nerves.
Bit nervous, bit jittery, I suppose. But yeah, especially with Mayo, you could understand it with Mayo. With Kerry, maybe not so, because they were in it last year. But yeah, it might just take a while for them to bet into the game. What is it now? 3 minutes gone.
Who was going to go for the 2-pointer, dropping short.
Was that a ball played in?
Looked like it.
Ball played in, but
yeah. Did he go for the shot, or did he play it in?
I thought he played it in. I thought they were going for the ball there, but yeah.
Yeah, possibly so. I need to see it back. It nearly looked like it kind of nearly did go over the end line there, but
yeah,
one of the Mayo supporters were. Yeah, Kerry just keeping good bit of possession, holding the ball here. Oh, that's very good by Paulie Clifford. Wow.
Yes, yeah.
Oh. That was close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like
it was
leaving a little bit of space inside there.
Definitely was. Right time, but wrong man. Looked like, I know Sean O'Brien scored a goal in the semi-final, but he's usually in those sorts of positions.
Yeah. Yeah, anyone who is tuning in, if you could hit the like button, subscribe, share it out as well. And share out again to ATAC Sport as well, our championship sponsors. It's a good run here by Enda Hessian. It's both sides. Like there's not much space to kick points at the moment.
There isn't, no. Mayo have had, after what, 4.5 minutes, no shot.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's
There's David Clifford.
Clifford.
Yeah.
Oh,
The bar, yeah. Always going to score. 2-0, yeah. It's like it's not the worst start from Mayo. They've had a couple of good moments, but I don't think Kerry have necessarily been at it yet either. Like you know, now is kind of the time you need to hit them. Like
exactly. So yeah.
Watching this kick out again, like it does just feel like Mayo are struggling a bit with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one dispossessed.
Yeah.
Hardy Clifford, like that's a brilliant ball to David. There he is. Another point, 3-0.
Yeah. This could be getting away from Mayo.
Yeah, and I've been asleep at the wheel here. Let me update the score.
But yeah, Mayo need to win the next kick out now.
Yeah. Right, they do win that one at least. O'Connor, I think.
Dermot O'Connor won the break, yeah.
I think they just need a point now, really, just to settle them down.
Yeah. Surely they have to have one of the forwards free, Mayo.
Yeah. Like there is quite a breeze as well in Croke Park today. So
is it Kerry playing with the wind in the first half?
I think so, yeah. I'm not sure. Now the breeze probably has died down a little bit from what it was like this morning, like, but still is a little bit of a breeze there. Pierre says Kerry setting the tempo early, yeah, absolutely.
Dave McBride on the run.
Dave McBride, good scores. Peter says here, first point of the game, they needed it.
Yeah, be interesting to know it's Kerry's first kick out. We'll see what happens here. And Mayo win it.
Wow, there you go.
There you go. Done a lot of work at the kick out, it seems.
To be fair, like I thought ourselves did a good bit, did well on their kick out at different stages. We got a couple of turnovers, so they're not as bulletproof as it would suggest, maybe. Yeah, just listening to Eamon Fitzmaurice in commentary there, he's saying like the breeze probably isn't that big of a factor. So like Mayo should be able to kick a few twos going into the hill.
Yeah. Like usually the hill floored this with Kilbrittain being in the All-Ireland hurling final. Like they were saying it's much different to any other club grounds or anything like that because Hill 16, it's open, there's no stand next to it, but then the canal end, there's hardly any wind there, like it's closed off. So that's quite an interesting thing to notice when you do play in Croke Park.
Yeah.
They've kept the ball for a long time now, Mayo.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's probably the right thing to do. Like, just kind of slow it down because Kerry were kind of running away with it in the opening exchanges of the opening kind of couple of minutes. Ryan says Kerry can keep this up. Here's and the Hessian. We haven't seen much of Kobe so far.
We haven't, no.
There's an attempt at a 2-pointer, is it? From Jordan Flynn?
Yeah, it's wide.
Good wide, yeah. Good bit wide. It's probably like when you're keeping the ball for that long, I don't know. I can understand going for it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think it's probably better to go for the 2-pointers earlier in the game.
John Flynn.
They've won another one, yeah. They've won another one. It's not often you see this. Is that Dara Byrne?
Yeah, it is short.
Short, yeah. It's the first time really, like, Dara Byrne had got a bit of space there, but just dropping short. But look, fair play. Look, like, and in fairness to Mayo, like they backed themselves for the 2-pointers. It's worked up until now, so you don't blame them for going for it. There's Ryan O'Donoghue, very aggressive. Challenges coming in behind. Kerry get the free. Pierre saying, is this Mayo Dermot O'Connor's first start this year? I don't think so. I don't think he started in the quarters or the semis, but
I think it might be actually.
Yeah, maybe first championship start potentially. Yeah, I don't know, but I can't remember the league now.
Yeah.
To be fair though, it is a very experienced player to have. Like, like he is quite. He's been around the block for a while. Like,
definitely so. Yeah. It's free given here.
It's over carrying, is it? No.
What's that for? Oh, a player injury.
I think he might just called it for a player being down, maybe. Probably is a Kerry foul, to be fair.
Jesus. No, it's... Oh, Dylan Gainey is going off, is it? Is it Dylan Gainey?
Yeah, Brandon's saying here, Dylan Gainey going off. That's a big blow. That's a big blow for Kerry.
Yeah.
Considering they haven't really had too many like full forwards, on the field, surely they bring Paul on here, like, or do
they have to, I'd say. Definitely so.
Yeah, he's limping. I don't know. Could he be coming back on potentially? Might try walk it off or run it off maybe. Kerry down to 14 for the moment, is it? That's a bad kick. Wow, that's really poor. Tell you what, like Kerry, like they are misplacing a few passes here. They haven't started as well in this final as they have last year.
Definitely not. No, like Mayo have definitely stifled them in terms of the kickouts and everything like that as well.
Is he giving that a Kerry ball? Surely that was.
Oh, it's a Mayo ball. It's a Mayo ball.
Mayo ball, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Mayo ball. I'll look at the replay there.
100%, yeah. Brian says, I can see a black card in this game. Possibly, yeah. Like, I mean, we see them in a lot of games now, like, so it could happen. Hopefully not. Like, hopefully it's, it doesn't come down to that, but. Emmett says here, having to listen to the awful commentary on BBC in London. I don't mind BBC too much. Like, I think BBC actually are fairly good. Now, I haven't listened to them all year, so I don't know what they're like this year now. There's another one dropping short.
Yeah.
But I do like Thomas Niblick. Now, I don't know who the co-commentator is, but yeah, what's that? Is that 3 drop short? I don't know. The O'Donoghue one probably wasn't. Maybe.
Well, I didn't count the other one.
Yeah, it's hard to
tell. But yeah.
Fair, this is brilliant Mayo pressure. Look at this, like.
It is actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they did versus Louth. They were very aggressive in that press. Here's O'Donoghue.
Oh,
play inside. Yeah, just. Do you know what it feels like for Mayo have got a good amount of turnovers. They've done well here, but like only 1 point on the board. Like they're still 2 points down. It nearly feels like they should nearly be level at least. Like
actually, when you look at the shooting averages, Kerry's 3 out of 4, Mayo's 1 out of 4. Same amount of shots, but Kerry have just been way more efficient so far. And that's without like they've had 2 kickouts and they've lost both, which is quite unusual with Kerry.
Yeah.
But Mayo need to keep the pressure on and utilize their purple patch, I suppose.
Yeah. Emma says Mayo making all the wrong choices in possession. Yeah, definitely a few bad passes here and there. Look, you kind of would expect that it is a young side. A lot of players playing in, their first final. A lot of the others as well, like probably only their second final, really. O'Donoghue's second final. So it wouldn't be something they're entirely used to.
Yeah.
Kobe just passing the ball, says Peter Poddy there.
Sean O'Shea.
Sean O'Shea.
Over the bar.
Yeah, he's got it. See, that's the thing, isn't it? Like Mayo dropping a few short there. You give Sean O'Shea the chance and he just absolutely nails it. Like
that's it, yeah. The Kerry, again, like their efficiency is very, very good.
Yeah, Peter's saying here, maybe like hit and miss sometimes. The Poddy does good, but sometimes he asks inappropriate questions. I feel like he's not afraid to, like even when he has McConville on it at times, he's not afraid to poke the bear a little bit.
Kerry out again.
Yeah, that's the thing. Both sides doing very well on opposition kickouts, just not so much on their own. I feel like if Kerry get another one here, like it's.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no!
We go back in it.
Wow. There you go. 15 minutes. They get a goal. David Clifford. Who else? 1-4 to a point. Backdoor cut as well. Like, and Mayo, like a lot of the All-Ireland finals again, are chasing it again. Like 1-4 to a point. Liam's just texted in our group chat there, game over. I don't know. I wouldn't go as far. I hope not. But look, it could very well be. How Mayo now respond to this is huge because adversity, like, you know, like it's like that's gonna. Now, to be fair to, you know, Mayo and their pomp maybe in the 2010s, they would battle back at some point. You know, they conceded an early goal in 17, but they did battle back. But you know, this Mayo side is a lot more inexperienced, is quite different. Clifford goal, yeah. Look, it's a brilliant goal. It's vintage Clifford, to be fair. Like, you know, going around the goalkeeper. Look, I don't know if you're Jack Livingston. Like, I can understand why you come out, but like, I don't know if it's better. Just you know, Sean O'Shea now.
It's a brilliant score.
That's brilliant as well. Jeez, they're not missing much here at all, are they?
They aren't.
Not missing much at all. 1-5 to a point. I don't know.
Yeah, again, like 6 out of 7 converted. Like that is like, despite Mayo having early pressure.
Yeah.
We just haven't translated the scores.
Oh, Jack Livingston slipped with that kick out, but he does still get it away. Like Mayo probably could do well to keep the ball a little bit here, just to stem the momentum of Kerry, but they do need to score. Like, there's no getting away from it. Like, it's, you know, 7-point lead. You saw how quickly, like, that was a 2-point lead, 2-3 minutes ago. You see how quickly that lead can build up.
Yeah.
And here's Dara Byrne. We haven't seen any of Kobe really at all here. Like, it's, I know, like, to be fair, Kerry are probably keeping them absolutely watertight there, but we just haven't really seen any of them.
Jack Carney, 2-pointer.
Jack Carney, that's a brilliant score. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's what Mayo needed. To be fair, like, the wind might be maybe going more so towards the hill, because like that's, you know, that's 5 or 6 2-pointer attempts that
true,
that Mayo have had. But that's a huge, without question, a huge score. Like, they needed that. He's going to give a foul here, is he?
Looks like it, yeah. 4 2-pointer attempts by Mayo. And I think Gavin Fitzmaurice mentioned at the co-commentary there, it's risk and reward. But at what point do you see, like, you look at the scoreline, you kind of need to tap over scores like David McBrien's early on in the game.
Yeah.
Just settle them down.
100%, yeah. Oh. Mikey says here, needed that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Mayo did need that. And that's the thing, like, it is such a weapon that Mayo have with 2-pointers. Like, it's, you know, there's so many players that can do it. You have Kobe, Dara Byrne, O'Donoghue, but you have Jack Carney and players like that who can chip away as well. They're very aggressive, Mayo, in terms of that press.
How is that not a Mayo free?
Wow. They're getting away, they're getting like not necessarily in terms of decisions, but like they're getting away with it a little bit, Kerry, there, because they're playing with fire. Like there's nothing. You get this possessed there. There's nothing in behind.
Yeah. Like I don't know about that decision. Like if that was a Kerry forward tackling a Mayo back, would that have been the same outcome?
Yeah, it's hard to know. It did seem a bit harsh now, to be fair. Tom O'Sullivan.
Yeah, wide.
That's a good bit wide. To be fair, he's quite rusty. I don't know if that's like the best option, but maybe having that effort there is a bit of a warm up. There's a big kick out now for Livingston. And yeah, Kerry winning it again there. And Peter's making the point here as well. Kerry winning the 50-50s. They're doing very well on Mayo's kick. They're struggling a little bit on their own at times, but
and that's another wide by Tom.
Again. Another wide, yeah. It does look like he's playing in the 12th. Like it does look like he's playing kind of further up the field.
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a bit rusty. It looks like that, all right.
Yeah. Normally you'd see him slice them over, no bother at all. But Livingston, no,
yeah. No, over the sideline.
Not working. Yeah, it's Clifford again. Gavin White. Yeah, to be fair, Dylan Gainey's still there anyway. Here's a 2-pointer attempt. Floats Livingston. He's got it. And Mayo have possession as well. I think they can get a score now from this. They've been completely turned over there. That's poor. And then instantly winning the free there as well. To be fair, it did look like a heavy enough hit. Let's see here from Jordan Flynn, was it? Yeah, probably is a foul. Probably is a foul. Peter saying yellow. I don't know if I'd say it's a yellow now. That seemed a little harsh in my opinion. I know he kind of, he's kind of left the hand in a bit, but it wasn't high. It wasn't high.
Yeah.
This is going to be an attempt at 2 as well, I think.
By Clifford, and it's gone wide actually.
There we go. So what, three wides in a row, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, too much of a swing on it. Too much of a swing. Mayo don't do themselves any favors. They don't, but look, they've been left away with it a little bit with these 3 consecutive wides for Kerry, like, because that's a good kick out from Livingston there to Coyne. Ryan O'Donoghue picking up the ball inside his own, his own 45 there. How often do you see that?
Yeah, 23. What was it? 22 minutes gone. Oh, Kobe, that's a terrible ball. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
Yeah, it just hasn't quite happened. It's obviously a young player, nerves, a lot of expectation probably on his shoulders as well.
Yeah.
And let's not forget when he played Kerry in the league as well. Kerry did a fairly decent job on him on that particular day. Albeit it was a league game, but here's David Clifford across the face. That's a brilliant ball. Sean O'Shea. They just have to take the point, and they take the points.
Yeah.
They're the ones you regret more, the ones you should have got, not the speculative point attempts as much. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. It's the easier one sometimes. Mayo have probably forced the 2-pointers a little bit. I can understand it though, because they have been very good at them. And if there's ever a time to be kicking for 2-pointers and everything else, probably is in the opening 20 minutes when the pressure is less. Here saying Mayo heads jittering a little bit. Yeah, they've just been a little jittery.
Yeah. But all it takes is 1 2-pointer to get them right back in it. If they keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, like when you think about it, 2 scores like in the opening 20 minutes, like obviously that 2-pointer has done the business. Peter saying here, Mayo, second 2-pointer. I think you're ahead of me, Peter, but here's one coming, I think. And that's a brilliant one as well, to be fair. Very, very good point.
Score.
Donahue, 2-pointer. Big, massive 2-pointer there for Mayo. In fairness, like it is keeping them in it. It is keeping them in it a little bit. And brings it back to a 4-point game.
Tommy Conroy's coming on, is he? For...
Sure, here now, is there...
Tommy Conroy for
Altawi, yeah. Very early change. I can't imagine it's an injury, but maybe it just feels like it needs a bit more pace, making the change early. Bit ruthless by Andy Moran, but to be fair, it's a final. You know, you have to make the big decisions.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting here now to see Mayo win that kick out as well. They're doing well. They're doing well in terms of that.
They are.
Kerry kick out. Good ball into Dara Byrne. Tommy Conroy fouled. So there we go. Free for Mayo. Just to bring it back to 3. O'Donoghue usually so effective as well, to be fair, in terms of these frees. You'd expect them to nail it.
I think it's Dara Byrne. Yeah, Dara Byrne.
Yeah, maybe off his left, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an easy kick as well.
It isn't, no. See how he gets on.
There you go, yeah. Nails it.
They're back, lads.
Yeah, 3 points. 3-point game. I mean, what was it? It was 6 there a couple of moments ago. They've done well. Like, there was a worry for Mayo that it could get away from them, but in fairness, they've responded well. This is a big kick out now. And they get it. They get it away. But here comes that Mayo press, which is so, like, ferocious. And it just feels to me like Kerry are trying to play for fouls. And this time, they have been turned over. Yeah, it does. It does just feel like Kerry, they're gambling so much with that, like, and they probably will need to start going longer with these kickouts, because like even when they are like when they're going, well, to be fair, when they're going long, they're not winning them. When they're going short, they're getting turned over. And O'Donoghue slotted that over. 2-point game now, and feels like it could be on. You know,
we'll have to see how it goes. Well, this is kind of the story with Mayo. They do well going up to half time, and then.
Yeah. There's always a surge, isn't there? There's always as I said in my own video, looking back at all the finals, there's a moment in every game, and maybe this is it here at the moment.
Yeah. Is that 5 odd minutes Kerry have gone without a score, I think?
Yeah.
They're
just like in those defensive areas, they're struggling just to kind of move the ball forward. Now they've done it on this occasion, but
they're trying to suck the life out of the game now by passing it around. Donegal did it in Killarney as well.
Yeah.
Aspect of the game they don't particularly like, but if you win,
you understand it though. I think every team does it. Every team does it. Like, and I don't know, like if. Like the way you probably overturn it as Mayo are trying to do here at the moment, and they're very aggressive, aren't they? Like it's.
Yeah, but the thing is, the momentum's now seeping out of Mayo now. It's smart play by Kerry.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised though if Jack O'Connor does make a change or something, just to I don't know, like just get a bit more pace in the back line or something to kind of break through the lines or something like that, because it is a very aggressive press that Mayo are getting quite a bit of joy with.
Mm-hmm.
There's Paddy Clifford.
Good pressure by Mayo.
Yeah.
Free to Kerry.
See this now.
Oh, to be fair, yeah, it's a bit of a crew challenge.
Yeah. It's probably nearly a slight foul on Paddy before that as well.
Yeah.
Paul Murphy, man marking Kobe. Yeah, and look, you'd have to say he's done well so far. Kobe hasn't been in it. And look, that's also maybe not the worst thing for Mayo either, because, you know, they've 7 points on the board without him. At some point, you would imagine a player with the talent of Kobe will come into it.
I wonder though, Jack Coyne, will he get booked for this?
Yeah, they're taking their time over it. Which usually kind of means he's, you know, could Martin McNally be having a bit of a think about this one? It's definitely nothing worse than a yellow.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't know. Was it Dylan Gainey at the receiving end again?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's not. I don't think it's
Dylan Casey, I think, yeah.
Casey, yeah.
Well, here is Evan Looney, I think, coming on.
Yeah.
I mentioned him earlier. To be fair, they do look quite alike. So when you actually look at it there, like,
case of mistaken identity.
Yeah. Here we go. Sean O'Shea. Just for a 2-pointer as well. This could be a big one.
Yes.
Sean O'Shea usually very, very accurate when it comes to these.
Let's have a look at this. Because Kerry have had a few wides in a row now. They need this just to settle them. No, he's put a wide.
Oh, yeah, he's completely ballooned it. Yeah, it's Kerry's shooting just a little bit off. David Clifford, Sean O'Shea.
Yeah, same as the Armagh game, actually, the semi-final a few years back, I remember.
Yeah. And considering, like, since they've got the goal, they've scored 2 points.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is a big one here now from Jack Livingston. Punch down, but punch to a Mayo player. Do Mayo have the pace now? Here goes Kobe for the first time.
Sam
into the bit of space.
Oh, put it did.
First time we've really kind of seen Kobe involved in the game, but he did very well.
Yeah.
Set up the score, 1 point game.
Look, Kerry are missing a load of opportunities now, Aaron.
Yeah.
And Mayo slowly getting back into the game.
Murphy goes long this time. Kerry do get it. Jason Foley there into Gavin White. No score in 7 minutes, as Peter. Yeah, they've just not been at it in terms of shooting.
But as we say that, they're on the attack. And that's a score. Thomas Sullivan.
Yeah, Thomas Sullivan, yeah. Good point there. Just to settle them down.
Yeah.
And good for Tom O'Sullivan as well, because to be fair, like, you missed 3 in a row. It's
for me though, I think Mayo need to go in halftime ahead.
Possibly, yeah, just for the momentum, yeah, just to kind of capitalize, because it feels like they have done a lot right. Now, would I say they've been the better team? I don't know. I feel like it's been very even. I think it's been a 50-50 game. Like Kerry have definitely exploited Mayo's defense easier than Mayo have got in behind Kerry. There's no getting away from that. Mayo haven't even had a goal chance yet in the game.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe
no clear.
Maybe half one at the start.
One, yeah. And Mayo, to be fair, have settled down. Like they're not, you know, at the start, in the opening 10, 15 minutes, a few passes going astray and a few things not happening. It does seem to be kind of clicking a little bit more now.
Exactly, yeah.
David McBride. There's a good spell of possession by Mayo. It's their turn to just
Right, I don't know who.
Control it.
Pointer. Here we go. Oh, he's done well, Shane Murphy.
Ooh, yeah, he's done just about enough, Kerry, but they haven't got it away, and there's a heavy challenge, and that's a foul, and that could be a black potentially.
I don't know.
Maybe a yellow. Definitely not a penalty anyway. It's way too far out, I think. Yeah, no, I think that's it.
Exaggerate the fault to Eamon.
Yeah, I think Eamon's letting, you know, he's letting his Kerry jersey kind of seep in there a little bit, I think. Horrocks saying for Kerry to wake up. But look, this is where Kerry, you know, great teams, you know, when things aren't going the best, and I've seen this many a times with Dublin in All-Ireland finals, where when things aren't going well, you knuckle down, you find a way to get it done, or, you know, at least get a replay of it. So, but yeah, Darragh standing over this. You imagine he puts this over the bar.
Yeah.
And he does. Back to a point. I think Mayo will be fairly happy. Like, what have they outscored Kerry? 8-3 since that goal? So
yeah.
Like, I don't know if like Kerry backs just need a bit more support from their midfield or something. That's a great turnover again from Mayo. Like, and you can tell, look, I'd say 3/4 of the crowd there are Mayo supporters. Like, you can tell the Mayo fans they're raging it up, and you just wonder now, Mayo probably are they going to keep the ball for the 2 minutes here, try work a 2-pointer? Are they going to try work a score maybe a bit quicker than that? Tommy Conroy.
Is that going over or Hawkeye? I think it is.
Hawkeye, yeah. Very hard to tell, very high. Let's see here now.
Let's see what happens here. It's very slow, isn't it? Oh, here we go. It's over.
Yeah, it's a mile over the bar. Yeah, that's without question. That's over the bar. That's nailed on. I think Kerry need half time here. They need half time to try find the way to do it.
Absolutely.
Shane Murphy goes long. It's a great catch, to be fair. Just about to say there as well, David Clifford has actually been, like, other than the goal, like, he probably has actually been quite quiet in the game.
I think he has as well.
Yeah. But he is that type of player,
burst into life.
Dublin kept him quiet for the majority, but he still scored 1-5. Like, he still scored a goal here. Like, it's Kerry going to try and work the final score of the game, of the first half, I should say. Oh. One 7 to 10 points is the scoreline so far. Here's David Clifford. It's good pressure. David Clifford's on the ground.
Kerry have to work hard for this now.
Over the bar. Over the bar, yeah. I thought there was a chance for a goal there, but I think they made the right decision.
But then again, considering the early goal conceded, I think they were 1-5 to a point down after a few minutes. Do you think Mayo will be happy with this?
I think they will be. I think they'll be very happy, to be honest with you. There is an argument maybe that they probably should be ahead and they should be in front, but they're doing a lot right. Like they're winning Kerry's kickouts. They're turning them over. They're far more aggressive in those areas. Don't know what's kind of going on here at the moment. Seems to be something David Clifford down. Be a huge blow if he goes off. I mean, talk about an absolute game changer if that happens. But they'll have half time.
Yeah, half time.
He's up anyway. He's up. I think he's okay. Kerry fans can breathe a sigh of relief. Mayo are 7 behind at one stage and now just 1 behind at half time. Yeah, I think they'll be happy. Look,
yeah,
there were a lot of people that thought this was going to be a complete whitewash. It definitely hasn't been that. Mayo have definitely came to the game to bring the fight, to bring the energy, and 1-8 to 10 points at half time to Kerry. Matthew, what's your thoughts on that first half?
And to be fair, I think Mayo have definitely brought the fight to Kerry. Especially like going 1-5 to point down. You thought Mayo, this is the same old, but they've definitely pressured Kerry with their 2-pointed kicking, with their pressure in terms of their kickouts. Like I'm shocked that Kerry haven't won over 50% of their kickouts, to be honest with you, even 70%. But that's a credit to Mayo. They've been on absolutely brilliantly, I have to say. But then again, is there another gear that Kerry have to go up on in the second half? That's the worry from a Mayo perspective. But I think they are going pretty well considering that early goal concession.
100%. Mikey says fair play to Mayo. Kerry have to go in and ask themselves some questions. Yeah, definitely some hard questions. Emmett says first 10 minutes of the second half crucial. Yeah, the third quarter is so often where you see all Ireland's won and lost, and I think that's going to be the big one there. But in terms of the stats in the first half, like, is there anything that kind of stands out? I suppose the Kerry kick out's probably the main one, really. Like, so much going astray.
Yeah, I think so. I probably don't know. It's on kickouts. They've actually won 66% of their own kickouts. They actually won a few at the end of it, but it was mostly short. Like, I'm looking at the graphic in terms of the kickouts. They won like 3 that were short, and even one of them, if you remember, they actually won it, and then Ryan O'Donoghue who forced the turnover for the free. So could you that could be seen as a lost ball as well? Like, out of their long kickouts, they've had 6 of them. They've won 3, 50%. Mayo have done absolutely brilliantly, I have to say, on the kickouts as well. But then again, on long kickouts, from a Mayo perspective, they've only won 3 out of a possible 9. So Jack Livingston probably needs to switch it up in the second half, I have to say, in terms of that. But yeah, having said that, though, they are going pretty well, Mayo, at this present moment. The Joe O'Connor score at the end of the half, though, could that be a crucial score? Because Kerry, we said they needed half time. They got it at the end. So yeah.
100%, yeah, 100%. Anyone who's tuning in, maybe for the first time at half time, do let us know your thoughts and opinions on the game. Brendan says Mayo weren't gonna be that poor. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I predicted a 4-point win for Kerry. It could still potentially be that, but I'm not surprised Mayo have turned up to this game. There definitely are some areas that I am surprised by. I probably didn't expect Kerry to lose as many kickouts as they did and look kind of quite vulnerable at the back. Maybe not so, like they look vulnerable when actually they have the ball, when Kerry have the ball at the back, not so much more than when Mayo have it. So definitely some interesting sort of decisions for Jack O'Connor, I think, to make potentially going into the second half. Kerry struggling to bring the ball out through the full back line. Absolutely, that's it. Like, there doesn't seem to be, I don't know where the half back line is. Do you need to bring Tom O'Sullivan back? Because I think he's a great player to kind of carry the ball through the lines a little bit. A lot of Kerry's big midfielders, like Joe O'Connor, hasn't really been too involved in the game as well. Brendan says, look, the first half last weekend was tight and Limerick ran away with it in the second half. Yeah, it is a fair point in fairness, but Michael says Mayo can break Kerry. And what do you think Kerry need to change maybe in the second half if they're to get back on top?
Well, they need a new kick-out strategy, and it's kind of gas to say that, considering we said that about Mayo at the start, that they needed a kick-out strategy to compete with Kerry even. But yeah, in fairness, you look at Mayo this present moment, they look relentless. So I think it's just a simple thing from a Kerry perspective, up the intensity, because they just haven't been on it, I don't think, so far. So should be interesting to see in the second half. But yeah, just putting up stats there on Twitter, so it'll be very, very interesting to see. I think Danny Hussey saying on Twitter there, Mayo right in this as well. I think a lot of people are saying that as well. So GCD, yeah, it should be a good second half.
Yeah, Raymond says Kerry struggling to win primary possession in midfield, particularly from their own kick out. Stephen saying ref is a disgrace. 3 full-on punches by Mayo players goes completely unpunished. Yeah, I remember saying after the semi-final about refereeing decisions, but I was told to move on. Porrick says Kerry will be on fire against Mayo. Raymond says Limerick played against the Breeze in the first half last week. Kerry played with the Breeze in the first half today. Yeah, absolutely. Look, it will be a very interesting second half. There's no doubt about it. It will be very interesting to see what changes maybe are made. Do Kerry make any personnel changes? Do they just shift around some of the positions potentially? Rian saying here as well, Kerry need to wake up. Yeah, it does kind of feel that way in regards to it. Definitely does feel like Kerry have been Mayo have been, have done really, really well. They've done really well. But look, as Brandon says here, you're up at halftime. Absolutely. And that's the thing. It's like Kerry haven't been great, but they're still ahead. They are still ahead. And you saw how quickly, that's the thing when you have players like David Clifford, Sean O'Shea, Paddy Clifford, who probably hasn't had the influence in this game so far as the semi-final. But when you have a player like David Clifford, the game can turn so quickly. And that's kind of the big thing. The big thing there. Just even gonna run through some of the scores at halftime as well. So David Clifford has scored 1-2. We were saying like he's been fairly quiet, not really in the game too much, but he has scored a goal and 2 points. Sean O'Shea has scored 3 points as well. Tom O'Sullivan with 1. Joe O'Connor on the score sheet. Dylan Casey with a point as well. And then looking at it from a Mayo perspective, Ryan O'Donoghue with 3, Dara Byrne with 2, Jack Carney with a 2 as well, David McBride and Sam Callan getting on the score sheet as well. I suppose like one criticism that was labelled towards Mayo as well is that outside of their full forward line, they're not getting enough scores. But looking at it in that first half, Jack Carney with 2, David McBride and Sam Callan getting on the score sheet as well. So, to be fair, Mayo have maybe squashed that, theory or opinion as well.
Yeah, and Tommy Conroy scoring that point as well, which looked wide, but thank God for Hawkeye for that as well. In fairness, the only fella that you're shot not to be on the score sheet is Kobe, but he set up that point for Sam Callan as well. He's been contributing a few as well. Obviously, he's first all out of the final as well. So Mayo have done pretty well in terms of them scores from elsewhere. When you look at Kerry, though, only 3 points have come outside of David Clifford and Sean O'Shea, which is that's quite a concern for Kerry. Dylan Casey's got 1, Joe O'Connor, Tom O'Sullivan, albeit missed 2, but he's got 1 as well. And even that Joe O'Connor point, that was at the end of the first half. So Kerry, other than David Clifford and Sean O'Shea, others need to step up. And I have to say, Mayo have done pretty well in Paddy. They've done pretty well. He's been quiet enough. in terms of the play as well. So Mayo have to be very, very happy with that as well. But then again, it's the age-old thing with Mayo. You need to sustain it throughout the whole game and not just go for the first half. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, signs look good for Mayo. We will see what happens though.
100%. Brendan has kind of been our MO this year, but grinding out the wins. Yeah, look, I mean, did it in the quarterfinal, did it in the semi-finals. Like it is one of them things though where like you know, look, if they win today, they've won the All-Ireland, so that's it. But like you can't always get away. Like I feel like you run the risk of getting caught at some stage there. Do you know what I mean? And maybe today could potentially be that game that day. But we'll wait and see. Attacker number 2. So as well, lads, at the game here, Mayo have a serious chance. Very surprised at how passive Kerry have been. Mayo far more aggressive and efficient. It's here for them. Hessian and Carney going well. Mike says Mayo for Sam. Michael says Kobe to get a goal. Brendan saying Paulie played well in the first quarter, but they slowed him down in the second quarter. Porrick says, come on, Kerry, show Mayo that you are the masters. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting second half. Like, do Kerry make any changes, do you think? Do they shift any players around or anything like that?
Well, I think Keith Evans probably has to come on in terms of the impact that he's made. You've already made one sub in Evan Looney, which was a swap. Yeah. I think Tomas Kennedy could cause a lot of problems in the full forward line. Maybe if you bring him on. Then you have Michal Burns, Killian Spillane. Killian Spillane always comes on and makes a difference in all our finals.
Yeah.
So, you know, so yeah, it'll be quite interesting to see that. But for me, I think Keith Evans is a potential guy to come on, but we'll see what happens in terms of that.
100%, yeah. Peter saying, what do you make of up for the match new format? I actually didn't watch it yesterday. Did you watch that, Matthew?
I watched a small bit. I watched all the hurling one actually. They do a bit different, like they stream it live from Croke Park this time. So yeah, that's quite interesting. But
I did see it was getting a bit of negative flack. No, I haven't watched it, so.
Yeah. I didn't like it personally, but it's for many other people's cup of tea, I suppose. So yeah. No, to be fair, they're trying something different, and you have to applaud them for that. But yeah, it's the same as it's the same kind of format as the two Johnnies, I think. Like you have the music at the end, you have the live banter or whatever. But last night, I don't know, did it see David Byrne? Sorry, no, not David Byrne. David, what's his name? The Mayo. David Brady, sorry. The Mayo legend.
Yeah, I heard he was, maybe had a few.
Jesus. I don't know why we're supposed to say that on live, but yeah, it certainly looked that way anyway. But yeah, again, they try something different, but maybe if you allow people to have too much, you run the risk, but I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I listened to him on the road show as well, the Off the Ball road show, and he was in good form in regards to that. So I kept calling James O'Donoghue, Mike Frank, Russell. Like it was, yeah, it was definitely in good form there. To be fair, Michael saying here, Mayo play better into the canal end, so first 10 minutes is crucial for them. Peter saying Ado to come on. The RT snipers will be out for you soon. Yeah, they probably would be. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. There's no games to go to. Well, no RTE games unless the club games potentially. But we'll wait and see what happens there. I'll be back in a quick second, lads. I'm just going to run to the loo, but I'll leave Matthew in charge.
Yeah, I took my break there, just a minute there, but yeah, no, interesting game. I'm interested to see your comments in terms of all this. In fairness, Peter Griffin saying in here, felt sorry for Aslan. Yeah, they're not even from Kerry or Dublin, or they're from Dublin. What am I saying? From Kerry or Mayo, but yeah, it isn't to be fair, Peter, at all. But yeah. For the match last night, it was a bit of a rogue format this season. But yeah, be interested to see you guys' opinions on all of this. Peter was saying about Brady. Brady was on the Off the Ball live preview. He burst in the door. Jesus, But yeah, Brendan saying here, I'm a Kerry man and I'm happy enough that it's tight for now. Matthew makes it interesting, yeah. We'll see how it all plays out as they come back for the second half on RTE. But yeah, it is an interesting half, all right. Sorry, that's just putting up the stats and everything like that for the half, because a lot of editing needs to be done. Oh, we have Aaron back.
Yeah, back in town. But yeah, second half probably be thrown in the next few minutes. So yeah, what's your prediction for the second half? You still think Kerry can do it, or do you think Mayo will be able to?
I still think Kerry will do it, simply because we've seen this with Mayo over the years in All Ireland finals. But yeah, we will have to see how it all plays out. But yeah, I think Kerry will win. I don't think it'll be as comfortable as I was saying before the game. But I think Kerry will get over the line in the end. But yeah, Mayo make a right fist to this game.
100% they are. Yeah. Yeah. What could you see many, like, what substitutes do you think could we see? Could we see Mayo, like Peter was saying there, potentially about Aidan O'Shea coming on? Do you think we could see something in regards to that?
Yeah, like you look at Matty Moran there, Keane McHale, I think is definitely a sub that they could bring on. Aidan O'Shea, most definitely Conal Dawson, Paddy Durkin, if you want to add experience as well. Conor Loftus is normally a sub that comes on in the second half anyway. We would expect to see that halftime substitution as well. So yeah, there is a good few for Mayo on the bench there that you could use. Aidan O'Shea, I don't know, would you use him simply because you haven't played Aidan O'Shea throughout the entire season nearly? So would it be a bit of a risk to throw him on right now? But for me, I think, yeah.
I feel like with Aidan O'Shea, it's like I feel like the best scenario nearly to bring him on would maybe if you're 4 or 5 points up, because at least that way, like, he can hold the ball up, he can slow it down. I think if you're chasing the game, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe you bring him on if, like, you're 6 or 7 down, you need a couple of goals, like a pure desperation. I don't know if you bring him in if it's a tight game, to be honest with you. I think that might be a little bit much. But yeah,
we should see what happens. I've seen a lot of people's stories up in Croke Park and everything like that, with the Guinness and everything like that. So I'm sure they're having a good time. I'm sure Liam's having a good time as well. If you're on here, Liam, feel free to chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I was kind of saying during the week, like, if I got offered a ticket somehow, I might have went, but I wasn't going out my way looking for tickets or anything like that. Because I mean, yeah, like Kerry and Mayo in a final, like, I don't really know if I'd want to be there for that. In particular, like, and yeah, I think both. I probably riled up the Kerry fans quite recently since the semi-final, and I think the Mayo fans have had it in for me all year because I haven't backed them. So, might be a bit touch and go at that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like a rock and a hard place for a dub, this game. But yeah, we would, yeah. Like, yeah, again, you wouldn't begrudge Mayo if they went on and won the other as the second.
No, I'd be happy for them. I'd be happy for them if they do it, 100%. Peter saying here, Pat Durkin. Yeah, Paddy Durkin could be a good option, especially kind of getting forward. And Brendan saying, no, I appreciate it. To be fair, it's not all supporters now. It's only a small few, like, to be fair. Emmett says, what would a goal do for Mayo early in the second half? Yeah, it'd be absolutely huge if they were to go and do it and kind of start the third quarter. But here we go. Yeah, I mean, who knows? We could have extra time as well, so we could be here for a while.
Yeah, interesting. Actually, Thomas Sullivan's gone off. Keith Evans is on.
Wow. Okay. Must have been a fitness thing. Mayo have won the throw-in straight away again. Probably McDonald on the ball. You have to score, but he did set up a very good point for Sam Callanan in the first half.
Yeah. No, but like Thomas Sullivan being off, I don't know, is that a bit of a shock?
It's a bit of a surprise one. I don't think they would have played him if he was fit. Challenge came. Oh, it's gone over the bar anyway. There we go. Mayo are level.
Excellent score.
Yeah, great start for Mayo. And Kerry's kick out goes astray. Kerry haven't started the second half well at all. David McBride in. Oh, it's bouncing around. There could be a chance potentially for a goal. Colby McDonald's effort.
Block
45.
down.
45.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Mayo have come out even faster in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they're all over the place. Like,
yeah.
so here we go. Who takes the 45? Probably O'Donoghue.
Kobe? Is it Kobe take it? Jesus.
Oh, wow, yeah. And Dara took the early one. That made sense because it was on the left.
Yeah. But Kobe's well able to take these 45.
Oh, yeah, he is. He absolutely is, yeah. Maybe it's a case just give this to him, just kind of build up the confidence.
Maybe so, yeah. And a good time to build up confidence too.
Yeah, and he's nailed it.
Brilliant score.
Mayo, that's the first time Mayo are leading in the game?
Yeah. Momentum is with Mayo.
Yeah, 100%. Like, Kerry just need to... Like, this could actually get away from Kerry if they're not careful here.
Absolutely so.
Kerry win the kick out. They have to win that. And here they go now, straight down the other end. They have a bit of space. Dylan Gainey. David Clifford. Back to Sean O'Shea. Looked like it was on for a moment and then went away. Good bit of play. Joe O'Connor.
Oh, that's a terrible white.
No, that's a poor miss.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kerry look like they might be in a bit of spot of bother here. And Mayo haven't done particularly brilliant on their own kickouts.
No. But that's an interesting stat. Actually, 6 wides to 1, Kerry.
Wow, yeah. I remember we were saying earlier how clinical Kerry were. Like Mayo hit a couple short. Straight away they're going long. Oh, Paul Murphy.
Good win by Murphy, actually.
Yeah. A little bit fortunate, not necessarily in terms of the decision, but just with the ball kind of breaking to him. Yeah, Kerry are up against it. There were those who said this would be a historic scoreline and everything else. Certainly not.
Jesus.
It's looking like maybe it could be a historic scoreline going the other way. Brian. Now it's Mayo's turn just to keep the ball. Ryan O'Donoghue, look at this. Bursting through, and Kerry are at 6s and 7s here. Ryan O'Donoghue, there could be a chance here for a Mayo goal.
Here we go, David McBride
back at the net. Oh my goodness me.
Oh, what a finish. What a finish.
Mayo are 4 up. Oh my goodness me. Wow.
What a finish, young man.
That is absolutely brilliant by Mayo. Look at this football. Absolutely cutting through them. McBride back at the net. Kerry are all over the place here.
Yeah. David McBride, how is he so far up the pitch?
4 points down now, Kerry. Well, Mayo are in a similar position, maybe a similar time in the first half. So now Kerry need to respond now. Kerry need to show that they are the team that many people have said that they are.
Marty Morrissey saying they were going to stroll to the All-Ireland title. No, it isn't over. It isn't over, lads. It isn't over. It isn't over.
Yeah. Yeah, and you feel like Kerry need to score here if they have a chance. Calmness required from Mayo. Absolutely, yeah. Like these are the, so often they've scored. They've been in great positions before, but like I rewatched a lot of their all of their All-Ireland finals since '51. I don't know, like maybe there's slight similarities with Cork in '89. Sean O'Shea's put a wide. That's a terrible wide. Kerry are all over the gaff here. absolutely all over. They look spooked. I don't know. Watching this, I think they actually might do it. Which is crazy. Like, I think they actually might do it. Like, that was a big kick out one by Kerry there. Mark O'Shea. Oh, that's a good ball. And Mayo look a little bit exposed here, but Kerry probably just need the point. And they do get it, to be fair. Just about. Keith Evans. Like, is that Keith Evans playing in the half forward line? Like, it's...
Yeah. Looks like it. No, but it's a good score by the young player, because Sean O'Shea,
yeah, it is.
all of these, Paddy Clifford have been not good in front of the post, and who would have known the calmness personified would have been the youngster.
It's a brilliant kick out one there. Jeremy O'Connor. Mayo now probably just need to chip away with a couple of points here and there.
Probably do, yeah.
Yeah, slow the game down as well when they can. Mayo going for a 2-pointer.
And the Hessian, wide, it looks like.
Wide, yeah.
Yeah, jeez. That's only their second wide, though, so you can't really blame them as such.
Yeah, you could hear the crowd. Like, the crowd were kind of... I think the crowd thought it was maybe going over. Still a 3-point game. Like, it's... it's not done by any stretch of the imagination.
And they've won it again, Mayo.
Yeah, wow. Kerry just look like lethargic. They look tired. Yeah. They don't really look up for this at all, like, which is bizarre. Really like, when you look at the Mayo players in terms of, like, they're running with pace, they're quick, it's fast. Hawkeye there, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go over, like, it's probably a bad wide to have.
It's bad, yeah. And Jordan Finn's been so good all year, like.
Yeah.
Just
that's a nail, yeah. Stays at 1-9 to 112. Yeah, like, Mayo are getting in behind Kerry's defense.
Yeah. But they need to take more of their opportunities. I know it's easier said than done. Another Kerry kick out here. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Shane Murphy looks perplexed, like he doesn't know what to do. Long kick again. And Mayo have won it again.
Yeah. Wow.
This is extraordinary stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they've just, like, it doesn't feel like it, like, and even looking at like some of the Kerry players jogging, like, it's, I don't know. If I was Jack O'Connor now, you'd be looking at making some big changes here to change things up, to mix things up, because it's not working at all. Like, this the game plan. And the Hessian. They're going to go for a 2-pointer. Jack Carney.
Here we go. Wow. Oh, what a score. What a score.
Wow. That's brilliant.
Maybe
they're 5 up. They're 5 up. I'm not too sure if they've, like, the only other time they've been in as good as a position to win an All-Ireland since 51 was 96. Yeah.
Yeah. This could be on, lads.
And absolutely could be on. Joe O'Connor's done well there. David Clifford's, like, just forgetting where the ball is. Kerry haven't scored a 2-pointer as well, and they probably need a few. Like,
they look rattled, Kerry.
Yeah, they do. Paddy Clifford. Oh, 45. You get away with it a little bit there, Kerry. Like, was that an effort at goal?
Would it look like just a ball genuinely dropped short?
Yeah. Few Kerry fans there. I think a bit Paddy Clifford again on the.
You're saying it's Thomas there. Jack looks annoyed, and to be fair, I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah, it's a good point there by Paddy Clifford. To be fair, to bring it down to 4. Bay saying here, go on, Mayo. Jacko looks annoyed. Yeah. Well, they just haven't. They haven't come out at the start of the second half and played. They're making the same errors. That's a good kick out one there. But even at that, like, they're carrying the ball over the end line. They're getting
they're getting rattled.
It works. Yeah. Oh, McGrail. Here's Kobe. Look at the pace of him marching forward. Drops it short. That's been the only criticism really of Mayo. They have left a lot of balls short.
They have done, yeah.
The aggression of that Mayo. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. And like, if this is a boxing fight, Kerry are getting, they're on the ropes. Like,
they are, yeah.
Ryan O'Donoghue. It's just the sheer pace of them. That's going to go out for a 45. No, it's wide. Okay. Shane Murphy now, another big kick out here.
I think they've lost it again.
How many of that have they how many have they lost? They've lost
7 out of 16. That is just unheard of. This is a team that had an average win rate of 75% coming into the game. Wow. And Mayo have just done their homework on them.
Really, shook them out. Wow. Could be a potential goal for a 2-pointer. Yeah, that's you'd be looking at that bench to make a change. I don't know what change you make. I don't know where you make. Do you make the change around the middle? So much of what's worked for Kerry hasn't worked today.
That's true. Yeah, it's
a great ball into Conroy. Taking on Foley. Out to Kobe. Out to Kobe again.
That's a bad wide.
It's wide. It's wide. Close. But yeah, 4-point game. Kerry got the kick out away this time. Sean O'Shea just about got it away there. And here come Kerry now coming forward. David Clifford. Paddy Clifford turns around. It's a good score. It's a good point by Paddy Clifford. Brings it back to 3. Does feel like Kerry are having to work so hard for their scores, though. They're having to do so much.
No, but Mayo calmness personified. It's needed now from a Mayo perspective. I'm surprised actually Mayo only made 1, so Kerry made 2. But rarely subs and Watery in the 50th minute.
Yeah. Mayo on the ball again. Three points up, 20 minutes to go.
Can they do it?
Tomas Kennedy's coming on. So that's, yeah. Kerry need to do something. They need to change something here.
Yeah, I imagine Tomas Kennedy's going to go into the square straight away. It's a poor wide by Ryan. It's a poor wide.
Yeah, I think he might have stepped into the arc anyway. But they have, they've missed. They've what? They hit 3 or 4 in a row now. Mayo, like it feels like Kerry are there to be beaten, and it feels like Kerry are there to be beaten, and Mayo aren't. Mayo just haven't put the foot on the neck, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's another big one here now for Shane Murphy. Oh, they have won it. Paddy Clifford wins the free. Yeah. And goes inside. David Clifford.
Over the bar.
Over the bar. Back down to 2.
Yeah. This is it, lads.
Kerry have just they've just nipped at it. They've just do you know what I mean? They haven't done anything amazing to necessarily get back into it, but and that's one of the first times we've really seen any involvement for David Clifford in the second half. But Bo Clifford's doing really well in the last couple of minutes. Kerry have won another one.
Slowly getting back into it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a poor ball, and Mayo have intercepted again.
Don't end the Hish or Jack Hine there. Superb win.
You just feel like Mayo need a score to Dara Byrne. Tell you what, well, at least we didn't get a one-sided final. It's been very, it's lived up to the nature of how good of a championship it's been.
Yeah.
Dermot O'Connor, that's another poor wide. Like, there's no need to do that, in my opinion. Like, it's I feel like you know what it is. It feels like they know Kerry are on the ropes. They know Kerry are poor. They're trying to put them away, and I understand it, but they just need to be a bit smarter. I think. Here comes Matthew Rowan. I think is it.
It is, yeah, and Paddy Durkin's on as well.
Paddy Durkin's on as well. So
two experienced guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Another big kick out here now from Shane Murphy. Brandon saying that these wides going to suck the momentum out of Mayo potentially, but look, they are still 2 in front. And it's not, Kerry have scored 3 points in that time, but they've had to work really hard to get the scores. They're not winning any of their own possession. Like they keep getting turned over. Like, so unless that changes, well, here we go. Just about get it off there.
They've had 7 wides now, Mayo. They've remember then that graphic went up to 6 wides.
Yeah.
Like it's.
And the thing with Kerry as well, like they keep carrying the ball into contact, and I feel like they're anticipating the referee to blow the whistle. Do you know what I mean? They're kind of playing with fire a little bit because not a lot of them are fouls, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Paddy Clifford with a crossfield ball. Graham O'Sullivan marching forward, gets a little bit of space.
Fires over, a point game.
There we go. 1 point game. Kerry fans back on their feet. 113 to 114. Jack Livingston here now. Kerry have won another one there. But then they've lost it. Oh, and there's a bit of space here. I think they just need to take the point. But they're going to go for the goal. Oh!
Oh, my God.
Over the bar.
Over the bar.
I think Shane Murphy got a touch.
See this again.
I think he got a touch, yeah. Got a touch and turned it over.
Oh, it's a brilliant save.
The Mayo fans seeking higher powers. They might not need them. 2 points above. It's a big... I think I can understand why he went for the goal, but I think a point... they just need a point there, in my opinion, anyways. So at least they did. But look, it's a great effort. It kind of maybe more so hits Murphy than anything else. Certainly gave him a bit of a whack in the head. 15 minutes to go. It says if Mayo need to win, they need scores now. Well, like another kind of common trend for Mayo in all of the finals was closing games out and the final kind of 10 minutes. But like as we've seen in this game, it's a different Mayo, it's a different Mayo team. It's a brilliant goal there by Dara Byrne. Fantastic. Just seeing the replay of that back. We'll update the score here as well. Are Mayo making another change?
Looks like it. Oh no.
Or just swapping the jersey? All right.
Oh, Paddy Durkin's not on. Sorry. Rory Brickenden was on.
Rory Brickenden. Oh, okay, earlier advantage. That makes sense. I was going to say that would have been quite soft. 2 point game, 15 minutes to go. Graham O'Sullivan. Let's not forget, Kerry haven't kicked a single 2 pointer in this game.
It's very true, yeah.
They also haven't had very many attempts. There's another backdoor kind of chance here. Clifford takes the points.
That's the point.
1 point between them again. Another big kick out here now. Mayo fans can't bear to watch. They've been in this scenario many times before.
Yeah.
Kerry have won that one. Does feel like Kerry have kind of weathered the storm a little bit. But then, as I say that, they just instantly give the ball away.
Jesus, yeah.
Their decision making has just been so poor. And Mayo have it back again. Ryan O'Donoghue's just been everywhere.
He's been
two or three of them on the pitch. Like Sam Callanan under a little bit of pressure there. Rory Brickenden goes inside. It's a good ball to Dara Byrne. Again, the pace of the Mayo players just troubling Kerry. Ryan O'Donoghue. Jack Carney's been phenomenal as well today. He's probably been man of the match. Jordan Flynn.
Brilliant score.
Yeah. Two-point game. Big kick out now for Shane Murphy. Squeaky bum time, says Peter. It's getting to that. Brendan says his heart. Yeah, do you know, like I'm not a supporter of any side, but I can feel it as well. So I can't imagine what you're feeling like. And certainly for any Mayo supporters as well. Shane Murphy goes out. It's got a touch. Mayo ball.
They've done so well at the kick out.
They have. So the first team, definitely, probably since, like 24, like obviously in the older rules, the kick out probably wasn't, it was important, but
yeah,
in these new rules, Mayo were the first team in championship and knockout championship to really crack the Kerry kick out.
Very true, yeah. Well, Donegal, but
nailed it. 3 points. 3-point game.
What a score by Kobe.
3-point game. Kobe McDonald, brilliant finish. 12 minutes to go, and Kerry are looking in trouble here now. Brian O'Begley's coming on. Gavin White's coming off. I think Kerry might need a goal. Another goal.
No, but it's just 11 minutes to go and they're up by 3 points. And with the hoover as well, the referee can't add any time as well.
Yeah.
So they haven't experienced
Kerry have been turned over again. I think they might do it, honestly. I actually think they're going to do it now. They
just have to keep their heads, Mayo.
Dublin did a lot of great work against Kerry, and there's no doubt about it. Tyrone had their moments as well. Are Mayo going to go 4 up now?
No, it's gone wide.
No. Just a little bit of a momentum kind of push there. You can tell the expression on the Mayo fans' faces. They know this is on.
This is, yeah.
Paddy Clifford wins that.
Kerry have won that party. Good win.
Just about even when they win the kickouts, there's so many players around them. It's yeah.
Jeez, Mayo they're not giving Kerry any space at all.
No. Sean O'Shea. He puts it wide.
Yeah.
Wow. It's just it's just not happening for them at all.
It's not. No.
Incredible. Ain't over till it's over. Yeah, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, but the way the game is going, with less than 10 minutes on the field, I don't know. I if Mayo don't win it, they will have, this might be the one they'll regret the most if they don't.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
If the Loonies come on, it was a blood sub at the first half, it seems.
Okay. Sean O'Shea. Kerry have gone inside, but there's no one in there. David Clifford is on the ground. All Mayo need to do now is just hold the ball, really. As easy as that is. And the Hessian there, just under a little bit of pressure.
We are as tense as the Mayo fans aren't.
What?
We're as tense as the Mayo fans.
Yeah.
Here's an opportunity here for Mayo. Ryan O'Donoghue.
Wow. Oh my
what
God.
a score.
I think that's it. I think it's it. I don't see how Kerry can turn it around from here. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like 5 down. No, like nobody gave them a chance. Nobody gave them a single chance. And they've lost the resulting kick out. And now Mayo are on the attack. Dara Byrne. There's a foul there. It's outside the arc as well.
It's a 2 point to 3.
Wow. Wow.
It's going to be 7 points. This is unreal.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. To go 7 up.
Yeah. The way Ryan O'Donoghue's playing this year, I'd back up to score this.
Yeah, O'Donoghue just saying to Dara Byrne there, I'm taking this one. For me, like if they get this, there's absolutely no return. Like there's no way. Oh, short.
Oh, short. Jesus.
Gives Kerry a lifeline, but they just kick the ball straight over the sideline, and that's almost just like a cop out, really. Like Micheál Burns is coming on now. They're throwing everything out of Kerry, really. Like this, it's throwing absolutely everything out of here now, just trying to let it stick. Brandon saying fair play to Mayo, they deserve it. They do, yeah. On the basis of this performance, they do absolutely. They've been incredible. Like, oh, it's off the bar. Oh my goodness me.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Oh, that could be a big moment, though.
Please don't tell me that's going to be another one of them moments.
Jesus.
But Kerry have again, they've lost, you know what I mean? Like and originally I was thinking, like, what is Ryan O'Donoghue doing? Like, is he going for the, like, but it almost worked out.
Oh, I'm just looking back at the replay. Oh my God.
Wow. Well, Kerry need 2 pointers. Like, drop David back a little bit. They've kind of played Clifford further up in the game. I don't know if you drop him back now to kick 2 pointers because he hasn't really got into them positions at all.
No.
Yeah, replay comes in off the post. Jordan Flynn, yeah, like. Right, Kerry are on it here now. They need a 2-pointer. They need a goal. Don't think single points are going to do them any real good at the moment now. Like,
they aren't, no.
Joe O'Connor. Oh, he's got it, yeah. He's got it, David Clifford. It's a very good score. High pressure kick as well. Just given the moments, and that's such a huge moment. Mayo could have went 8 up. Now it's back down to 3. Eamon Fitzmaurice there saying it's the first 2-pointer he scored off his right leg.
Jesus. They won't
Where's it going? Where's it going? It's going to Kerry. they need a goal, but they probably put two, that 2-pointers just brought them within a distance. Bit of space opens up here. No, they haven't gone for it. Ken Mayo just being so aggressive in the tackling, like David Clifford now dropping a lot deeper, as you'd expect. Joe O'Connor. Sean O'Shea, who just hasn't really had a great game, has he? He hasn't really looked fully on it. Obviously, he's had injury problems this year. Dylan Casey.
The party.
Party's got it. Back down to 2. It's a big kick out this, though, because if Mayo win it, they can just hang on to the ball. They could just hang on to the ball. But 2 points with 3 minutes to go. This is a big one now.
Yeah. It's huge.
Let's go now over the sideline. Oh, Mayo.
Mayo.
Surely not, like. Surely. We thought about it. Wonderful, kind of little solo dummy. $67 minutes. Keith Evans, Michal Burns. I mean, the thing is, the longer they keep it like this, the more they definitely need it too.
Yeah.
But here's Paddy Clifford. Oh.
Good interception.
David Clifford.
It's going wide. It's going wide.
It's gone wide. Here we go. This is it. This is it. This is it. Kerry have it. Oh, they played it inside. Kerry still have it. They've opted out wide. They go for the 2. Here's David Clifford. Oh, man. The nerves.
Jesus.
Tension. They're going to have to go for a 2. They're going to have to go for a 2. This is it.
Party.
This is it. Oh, they've got it. Mayo have got it.
They've got it.
They've just launched it long. And they've got the space. They've got the ball. That's it, I think. I think that's it.
They're going to do it. Tommy Conroy. Oh, what a score.
There you go. Look. There you go. That's it. That's it. Wow. Wow. Oh, my God.
This is unreal.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Fair play.
This is what
oh my goodness. Wow. Holy.
Eric.
I actually don't know what to say. Wow, look at that, man. Look at that. Look at the fans.
Really seems...
That's incredible.
Oh, you cannot believe it.
I can't believe they've actually won the All Ireland. They've actually won Sam Maguire. Like, that's it. They've actually won it. Like, there's some Mayo fans there that like, I don't even think they're like, they don't even know what to say. Fair play to Andy Moran, man. The amount of bad results he would have had as a player, I can't believe they've actually gone and done it. Wow.
Fair play, lads.
Wow.
Unreal.
Yeah, fair play. Wow. Wow. Like, how do you even find the words to sum that up? I didn't even know what you say. Like, just pure speechless, really. We'll have to go through some of the comments here. 75 in white. Congratulations, Mayo. Amazing game. Yeah. Wow. Absolutely insane. That David Clifford miss just at the end of the game, like, absolutely just insane, man. Just like, wow. Wow. I think even my face is fucking gone. It's turning into a Mayo color here as well. Like, after that, I'm just in pure shock, disbelief.
Oh,
I might need to go for a walk just to cool down.
Park. This is
that the greatest shock of all time?
I think it is. I think it is, because the history behind Mayo, and for them to go on and win it, I genuinely cannot believe my eyes. Like, I'm looking, Ain't No Shea didn't play a part in the game, but he's coming onto the pitch. Ain't No Shea has an All-Ireland medal.
That's insane.
This is...
Wow. Insane. Well, look, folks, I don't really know, like, yeah, like, I'll record my own reaction in a few. I think I might need a walk to calm down after that. I'm just in shock. Like, like, I just can't believe it's actually happened. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Insane. Just insane. Agree with you, Peter. In England's colour, they could do what they could not, and all the pain is washed away. Just insane. Delight for Aidan O'Shea. Get us all our medal. Yeah, just wow. Like, just absolutely outrageous, really, from a Mayo perspective. But look, folks, I think we'll wrap it up there. Wow. Just all I can say is congratulations to Mayo for winning the first All-Ireland in 75 years. I'll record my own reaction without question in about 10 to 15 minutes time to try and find the words to actually describe the game and break it down. I'm delighted for Mayo, absolutely delighted for them to get the win, to get over the line. If anyone's deserved it, it's been them. And absolutely incredible. But look, hit the like button, subscribe if you could, folks. We will be back obviously at 8 o'clock tonight as well to try and review the game again in more detail and try and kind of sum it up. Obviously, we should have Liam hopefully on the show as well. Wow, just absolutely incredible. Congratulations to any Mayo supporters, Mayo fans, and yeah, we'll speak to you all again soon.
Follow your instinct, baby. Follow your instinct.